Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video I want to talk about something I get asked quite a few times on the YouTube comments, so I thought I might as well do a video and talk about it and let you know my opinion regarding this question. Now the question is, I get quite often, what should I rather choose? I'm looking to buy a 335, but I'm stuck between a 335i and a 335d. So that's the diesel version of the 335, and you got the petrol version, which I have the petrol version. And people ask me oftenly which one should they go for. So before going into this, I've never driven a 335d. I've been in one, I've never driven one, and that's first of all what I want to say. So I don't really have much experience with a 335d, but I've been in one and I felt the power. It's got quite a good, decent power. So first of all, the 335i, why would I choose a 335i compared to a 335d? So it depends on you, of course. Whether mileage, if you're doing a lot of motorway, not motorway, but particularly if you're doing a lot of mileage, then the diesel obviously is going to be better fuel economy. So that's also something that depends on. Well, of course, some people don't really care about the MPG. So if you don't care about that, then obviously the 335 wouldn't be in. You wouldn't be thinking between those two. But second of all, if you like sound, which to me it's very important, sound, the exhaust sound, engine sound, if you like that kind of thing, the I, you can't go for the D, because the D is going to have a sound, but it's not going to have a proper petrol engine sound, which nothing beats it, you know. Flat 6 engine screaming, come on, it sounds good. And you're not going to get that good sound from the 335d, even though if you change parts, exhaust, like diesel cars are never going to sound as good as a petrol car. That's very obvious. So that's the second factor you need to take in consideration. The third factor, the 335i is very easy to mod. Now this also depends whether you'd be looking to modify your car, but I'm not sure about the 335d. I'm sure there's mods you can do on them as well to bring up the power. But regarding, you know, the whole experience with the, you know, it's just more of a sports car. You know, it's part of the sound as well, like the decanted downpipes which I had, which just made the car sound amazing, by the way, and the exhausts and all those things. When you mod your car, it just fits in all together. If I would mod my car on a diesel, yes, it would feel very fast, but I'll be missing part of that exhaust tone, you know, that sound, the exhaust tone, and the engine sound. That's just like part of the experience to me. I don't know about everyone else, but to me that's the way I think. You know, if I buy a sports car, one of the most important things will have to be the sound, not just the 0 to 60, you know, speed times, because that's not everything to me. So that's another thing you have to consider, whether you are a real guy that cares about the sound and exhaust and all that or not. Because if not, then the 335d would be more suitable, would be more cheaper to maintain as well. The 335i is going to be slightly more expensive to maintain. For example, insurance is going to be more expensive on a 335i. Road tax is going to be more expensive on a 335i. I mean, just the regular maintenance, I believe, is more expensive. So those are things as well that you need to consider when buying a 335i or a 335d. And I think that's really the main factors which I would consider between those two cars. If I have any of those specific things I want, like the sound or the noise or the, you know, just those things, these are the kind of things you need to look into between those two cars. So I hope this answered your questions. And whether you go for the 335i or the 335d, they're both great cars. They both have power. They're both quite decent, and they're both quite you know, similar in looks and all of that, but obviously the sound and performance is not exactly the same. And that's really more or less what I can think about when I think between those two cars. So anyways guys, I hope this helped you. Please give the thumbs up if it had, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Until the next video, take care, bye.